Well, hello friends, Mark Oaks here, and as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work, man. You know, it may be Sunday, but the work never ends. The work never ends because we have 3 weeks from today, before the season starts. And man, I got to be ready. So I've been working on the man cave and stuff. Look at this. This is my little ceiling up in here that'll help to drain, okay? Look, check this out, check it out. Look, hold up. Ceiling fan, hold up. Ceiling fan out here. So, you know, when it's warm, I'll probably get one more. When it's warm, we can socially distance out here, even if it rains. Even if it rains, I can have some tables and chairs and all that. And of course, we got television. And what you'll notice is, there's no glare. There's no glare. We took care of that situation. So we are going to be ready for this football season, and I'm working with the new computer setting up. I got to reload everything in the live stream studio, but you are going to notice a difference from now on. So we're getting ready. And speaking of getting ready, we have breaking news. You know, 48 hours ago, Earl Thomas was in an altercation in practice. Not a game now. We're talking about practice. And the Ravens decided, boy, keep your butt at home. And they terminated his contract just about 30 minutes ago. He is now a free agent, and teams that are linked to him are, of course, the Cowboys. Anytime any name player is cut, they're always linked to the Cowboys. And technically, Clinton Ha Dix has not wowed anybody in training camp yet. So, you know, there's still a need there. Of course, Earl Thomas, we got the history of Earl Thomas and everything else, who famously went into the Dallas Cowboys after losing to the Cowboys to Jason Garrett and say, come get me. The Cowboys tried to come and get him, but the Seahawks wanted too much. In the end, he played for them about 5 games, got injured, was released. They got nothing for him. And of course, in the offseason, he went for the money, got a $55 million contract to go with the Baltimore Ravens, heavily front-loaded. So how does this affect the Baltimore Ravens? They terminate the contract and basically say, you did something that wasn't part of what you were supposed to be doing, so you're done. You're finished here. We're not paying you. They're going to fight it out in court. That's what's going to happen. And you know, the grievance is being filed by the NFLPA and all that. They'll figure out who's going to have to pay who or whatever, and that's inconsequential. But as of right now, he is a free agent able to sign with any team, and it's expected that he will get signed today by somebody. Now, other teams that are also linked with him, the Texans, okay? So, Eastside Shirley, maybe you end up getting. Of course, the Eagles. They definitely could use some help, knowing that the Dallas Cowboys have CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, and of course, Amari Cooper to go with Zeke. You could always use some more firepower on that defense to try and stop that. And let's go to NFL Network here and see what they have to say.
With big news out of Baltimore, the Ravens have announced that they have terminated the contract of Earl Thomas for conduct that has adversely affected the team. We're now getting Earl Thomas's reaction to this news. Earl says he wishes it could have ended differently. He appreciates the Ravens organization for the opportunity, had a great run. Says thank you to GM Eric DeCosta and everyone else who had played a role in bringing him to
Thanks
Baltimore.
to the Cavs, because he got $20 million for last year.
We bring in our NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport.
$20 million
has,
for
been
one
following
season.
this story since Friday, when Earl Thomas got into that altercation with teammate Chuck Clark during practice, was told to stay away from the facility on Saturday, and now, about 48 hours later, he is no longer a Raven. How did we get here?
Yeah, officially released and now able to sign after the 4 p.m. deadline today, when it becomes officially official. Able to sign with any team, of course. Keep an eye on the Dallas Cowboys. They've maintained an interest in Earl Thomas. They were never going to trade for him. Really, no one was with that $10 million salary, but certainly the Cowboys are among the teams who are going to be interested in Earl Thomas. I can't imagine they're going to be willing to pay a lot for this salary, but at this point, the two have had each other in their sights for so long. You have to figure some sort of reunion is at least possible now, and that should be today. As far as the what happens and how we got here, ever since Earl Thomas got into a fight with a teammate, an altercation in practice, this was the direction it was going. I know They explored some potential trading opportunities just to see if they could dump the salary. Obviously, that was never going to happen. About the fact that the Ravens made this clear that they dumped Earl Thomas due to his personal conduct that adversely affected the Ravens, that indicates that they're going after his $10 million in salary. They're going to strip him of his guarantees. That would come in a letter. What would happen next is the NFL Player Association would file a grievance on Earl Thomas's behalf to fight for that, and then they would basically go to court and see who ends up getting the $10 million of money. It's not something that's going to be decided right now, but will be decided in the coming months or maybe years.
And this is would be a similar situation to what we saw from Antonio Brown and the Raiders a year ago after some of the conduct that he had during training camp?
Yeah, similar, although that was, I would say that was a little more overt and a little more obvious. The question here for the Baltimore Ravens is, how did the conduct by Earl Thomas affect their team? What can they show? And obviously he did not practice over the last couple of days, but if they tried to go with a failure practice, part of the issue here is they told him not to show up. This is complicated. It's going to be handled in a grievance. Certainly the legal issues here are going to go on for a long time.
Sure.
What we know right now is the Ravens have to carry some of that cap money as they sort of await this decision on what happens with this money here. And if you're Earl Thomas, while all of this is happening, while there's a battle over the $10 million that you believe is guaranteed, you're going to try to find a new team, and that really is a chance that ends up today.
And something could happen, a bit later today.
Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, so Earl Thomas is released. We know the Cowboys were interested last offseason. Price tag was just too much, way too much. So the question is, what would it cost to bring Earl Thomas in? Are we talking about a bidding war? Can you do a performance-based contract? He had some injury issues the last couple of years in Seattle. You now have the off-the-field issues, and maybe you can make it some of the, that 13 millions, but we're going to do kind of like we did with Aldon Smith, where it's like you got to stay out of trouble, you got to stay on the field, and you got to play lights out to get paid. I don't know, but you can definitely stay tuned. Something's going to happen with him today, and we'll be definitely talking about it as soon as it happens. I've got some more work to do here because we only have 3 weeks to get ready, and hopefully you guys enjoyed last night, our live stream, but that's a little taste of what we'll be doing when we actually have games. We're going to have people over here, socially distanced, trying to keep everybody safe, but definitely bringing you some great live streams during the game, live stream action. I'm not showing the game. Don't ask me to show the game, okay? Don't ask me. But we'll be live streaming the games, and you guys will be involved as well because we'll be able to bring you in with the Zoom. So, guys, I got work to do. All right, I'll be back as soon as there's more news on this.